Oh, I know. We should have bought 4. I ain't even had one yet. You like the strawberry?
Yeah. I don't like the blueberry, but I like
it. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't never had the strawberry before.
Well, you better be getting it, because I got them even on up.
Kentucky Bluebird. All right. Play this, and I got all my stuff packed, and then I gotta go. Kentucky Bluebird. LSU time.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration.
Yeah, of course you know.
Senior Day. As we'll see the number
Senior
21
Day.
team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. When these two teams square off against each other, they know the legacies they carry, and that'll be evident in this one, guys.
Alabama LSU is one of my favorite games each and every year because this is one of the fastest games you'll see all season. There is so much NFL first-round talent on the field every time these two teams play.
Year after year, we could go back and name so many names, but you're right. The draft is going to call them. The stakes are always high. The conference always on the line. These two teams, you know, are always squarely in the mix.
On second down, looking again to throw. He finds his man. Tackle is made after the first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Alabama pushing the tempo.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Morse. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So LSU's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And they're not on the same page there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Back to the ground with the running back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tide.
reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. This series has been built on tight games, but LSU destroyed that line of thinking by blowing out the Tide last season.
And I really feel like LSU is one of the few programs in the country that on paper matches up very well with the Crimson Tide year after year. And last year, David, we saw all of those athletes make so many plays.
There's so many athletes. Not only did they match up, they got to celebrate. That game was early because it was a blowout. They got to celebrate, and Alabama didn't like it. I look for this rivalry game to be huge.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
To the air, it's Huff. Dances away to buy time. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. And they'll try to break the seal on the second quarter by putting 3 on the board. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, they missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Here comes that Alabama offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that up 2 touchdowns. And they got him for the sack. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. The give to the left side. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's caught inside the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Got his man downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. LSU quick to the line. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Vega. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They want to just keep throwing it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Law. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a...
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver.
What a ball.
He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen,
oh, yeah. Beast. I was looking at his stats earlier, that quarterback. Oscar, dude.
Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Quick release on the RPO. What a cut. Now he's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
That's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's. And you're seeing it translate on the field right now.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from it.
No! I shouldn't have cut it.
Tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep.
Oh.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back. Palmer, go back to that last drive, revisit it, and rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups, too. We're going to have to throw the football at some
Are your fucking allergies bad, Will?
Take advantage of this defense and what areas of the field, and where are my best opportunities.
Using his feet to buy time. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
Big, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, first down.
No, that's good, man. My receivers are not getting open this game. My line's fine.
And how about that?
They ain't really giving me too much problems this year.
Dangerous, this guy. LSU right back to the line. He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Got a man. It's Vega. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
What's so bad about it?
Come to the line with a fresh
Interior?
Back to the air one more time. Pulls it in. It's Vega. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Vega. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place.
Bitch ass bitch.
Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Over 2 yards carry.
It just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to
Damn.
get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been
75 overall except.
And then come up with a sack.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
They can
So they
pass
get
block
the
this
late
time,
field
run
goal
block from
right
there.
before the half,
Yeah,
and
I
not
hear you.
much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to find his man on first down. Slides away. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And they
good catch out of bounds, idiot.
Inches, just a few more inches in the field of play.
Yeah.
It would have been a big gain. Instead, it's incomplete. First half,
I got one good fucking lineman from that 5-star from Nashville. He's going to be a monster.
And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half.
Yeah, I got a couple guards I'm looking. I should have all my guys before the offseason starts, so that'll be nice.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude.
Fuck
it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us.
I'm leaving a little bit, but I'll come say bye to you.
Just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Back to throw, it's Huff. Shows him the stiff arm. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Tigers in the hurry up. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Gets it out quickly. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Tigers have this offense rolling. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
Hey, I'll take it.
So the decision has been made, and the coach...
You know how these motherfuckers are in the top 25 at 4 and 3, bro. Crazy.
15. The run from the shotgun. And the defense drags him down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
SEC bias.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, after the Kentucky game.
As the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down.
Maybe, I don't know.
Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over.
They got some athletes.
On the ground, 4th down coming up.
SEC's fucking tough, dude. And they're impossible.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're testing the right side here. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Alabama will get the 1st down.
Well, it's not a home run.
Yeah, I think they're all fake players, too. I don't think there's any recruits. Real life recruits on Kentucky. Damn.
To the ground with the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got his man in the middle. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding
Fucking
its zone
sucks.
coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation.
Oh, yeah.
First downs. To do that, you gotta have balance. You can't always throw.
I don't think it'll knock you out. I don't know how this shit's going to work, man.
And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a...
But like I said, I got a fix for it next year.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. He does a really good job in the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
True that. I think you could still potentially make it down the playoffs. Maybe. I don't know.
Quick strike complete. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
At the 20, he's got space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way.
Yeah, I got fucking...
What a big
I have fucking Notre Dame in a couple weeks.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
He'll set up to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Stumbled to the ground.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They bring
Jesus
him down,
Christ.
And he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama.
Damn.
Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long.
You had to freaking sim that Colorado game. That would have been a fun game to play.
To happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This is
And then next year, you'll get Ohio State in freaking Ohio. That'll be a tough one.
Being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip.
That'd be fun as shit. Now I freaking get Notre Dame at home.
Who knows, better yet,
And then I get Iowa at home. I think I get one more opponent that's tough away, though.
Back to pass, it's Huff. Quickly complete. And he's
Defense finally stepping up.
Defense stands tall and makes the stop. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes that Alabama offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front. Your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard
Our running back struggled early in the year, but they're starting to find an identity now. None of them are highly rated at all.
I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, Staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give from the gun.
I'm telling you, my line's not bad, man.
That might be it for the third quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into
not bad at all, honestly.
And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Sam Houston, bro. What the fuck?
As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. First down to start the drive after the break. To the ground, he's got it again. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff.
Spreading these motherfuckers out, dude.
Challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense.
Yeah, you definitely overachieved with them if that's the case.
Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They go to the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and if this offense can
I definitely will.
Keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along. Long drives, eat the clock with the lead. This coach will be ecstatic.
Might as well give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops.
I went to the wrong side, bro.
Got him at the 27.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And 3 more on the board.
I'll tell you, that's a solid drive up there. I can't believe last week Clemson and USC both lost. Yeah, that's right.
And a return here, they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field
Good shit.
quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Dropping back, it's Huff. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Fuck this John Vega Mexican-looking motherfucker for them.
Keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the
John
first through
Vega.
the air.
What the fuck?
Didn't have
Fuck
much
him.
choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
After that
Fuck this
incompletion,
quarterback.
they're short now on their own side of the field. I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field.
I'm glad he fucking didn't. Fuck
He
LSU.
is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow.
Lucky as shit right there, bud.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got
He might be talented, but he's a little dumb.
Tight end look on 1st and 10. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock. And you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
That boy is fast.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And you want to dominate
that works, though.
Game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the
This
ball.
boy's fast as shit.
It's a
And
good
he's
recipe.
tired.
It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it.
This kid right here ain't talented at all. He just run over motherfuckers. And he went off against Oklahoma when I played them.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone.
Look at my right guard. Look at my fucking right guard, dude. Look at my right guard on this. Get up under him, son.
First and goal.
Well, as a defense,
love to see
this
that.
is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a...
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the pummeling has started. That lead a little more...
We got back to old school Bama football a little bit this year.
This winning streak.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they
Damn,
get down
yeah.
in this area of the
It's fucking
field,
rough.
he can get it done and he can answer the bell.
My defense been balling out, dude. Like, ever since Ole Miss. Ole Miss tore me a new one.
Game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Duke is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 18 to NC State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10.
Because he gets blown up. Damn, he's celebrating fucking encroachment. Are you dumb?
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Looking for a productive
That fucking
play
sucks.
on first down.
Yeah, you definitely need some guards.
It's Huff.
Sounds like.
Finds his man down the middle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
That fucking Notre Dame game is going to be tough. And I think I play Kentucky to end the year, like, in Kentucky.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Dude, I have one junior on my defensive line. The rest are sophomore freshmen.
His coaching staff
That's what's crazy.
Still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And
I have no fucking senior defensive lineman at all.
Just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The aerial assault continues. Caught over the middle. It's long. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock
I dominated
it away.
these fools.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had the number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle.
I blitzed
Force the fourth
to the run side, too, like where he was running. And didn't fucking even matter.
Running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. To throw, it's Huff. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Wants to throw on third down. Takes a hit as he fires. Right.
Good job playing the man.
He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. They move the tight end all over. The give and the run on fourth down.
I'm gonna fight. I'm fighting though, trying to see if I can get a stop here. I don't care if they do it now, as long as I fucking win.
Looking to throw.
That shit don't bother me for real.
He did everything perfectly.
Trying to get some W's.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking to throw on second down. Reels it in the end zone.
Baller.
Touchdown LSU.
I'm going for 2 also.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at
Dude,
that last
fuck
play.
that quarterback.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field.
He might be the most talented quarterback in the nation.
Wow. What
But
a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field to make that big catch.
They're definitely up against it.
Damn, Mississippi State jumped out on Duke, bro. They were just like tied up with them. Not too long ago.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them.
Really? Why? Because they know you're going to run it.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time.
Watch my guard play.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And boy,
I'm going for it.
close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Fuck these motherfuckers.
Fourth down in inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? Fourth down, they've got the
Fuck
lead, running the
LSU.
ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about
I'll take that.
drills. This is how you end the ball.
Rough start of the year, but
when you're winning,
in the top 25, got a chance.
Football, be physical.
Got Notre Dame and Kentucky.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a
Thanks,
rivalry
man.
game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
We'll look at the box score and the rest of my schedule.
This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in. All off
Beast.
talking about this game
Baller.
in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging
Well, I got to go to freaking Mobile, man.
For the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365
Gonna be looking at everything. I'll try to real quick.
And you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL.
Lame.
Locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here for
Let me
Jesse
click on
Palmer,
here.
Dave Pollock, I'm Reese Davis, and this is...
Well, I've been to worse places. Sioux City, Iowa. Anywhere in Nebraska. Anywhere in Kansas. People just like to fucking complain. Don't know how good they got it. 4-4 LSU. Fuck LSU. Alright. I mean, I did pretty good. Mississippi State last game dominated me on everything. And I still beat them. Russell had a decent game. 2 touchdowns. Yeah. Just move across the bay, man. That's all you really got to do. Let's see here. It's nice over there. Thinking about buying a house over there. Notre Dame. At number 7, Notre Dame, and then at Kentucky. No fucking Auburn. Fuck this game. Oklahoma. UNLV. Florida State. That'll be a fun one. Rivalry game. Let's look at Clemson. Ooh, yeah. Game of the week. Miami, South Carolina. Damn, that's rough right there. The SEC has just killed themselves this year. So, I just can't believe Sam Houston beat 2 users. Like, bad. It's crazy. SMU got Clemson, Georgia Tech, NC State. Ooh. Then at Miami. Love you, bye. Northwestern, Iowa, Oregon, UCLA. Peace out, Girl Scout.